Welcome, sports bettors from around the world.
Good morning, everybody. It is a Monday. It's October 28th. The Astros are 1 day away from winning the World Series. You were watching Philly and Jared in the morning. That's my man Philly over there. What's up, Philly?
How are you, man? The extra pep in your voice this morning makes me know that the Astros are. You're probably about to get a free mattress. The whole world's right today.
The whole world deserves a free mattress. If you were a believer, you have to have that faith. That faith in the Astros, man. I've been saying it. Hey, we were down 0-2. Was your boy worried? I wasn't worried. I was like, relax. Go back and check it out.
It's true. You did say it the whole time. I don't know if you really believed it.
I believed it, man. I
I
believed it. I knew we were the better team. I mean, we got to close it out. My big ups to my boy Max Scherzer. I saw you cash that check, so I appreciate you guys you following through and not pitching yesterday. So my boy, and then 19-3. What are you gonna say? We scored 19 runs over that road trip, and they only scored 3. So I mean, they shouldn't even have to play Game 6 because it's just over at that point. So
Mercy rule.
yeah, Garrett Cole coming to pitch and real quick. I mean, how do you even bring up Garrett Cole's performance without talking about the two girls did you see that?
Yes, I did see that.
Flashing on national TV. That's a good look, girls.
There was a guy that like a couple games ago that had the Joe Buck T-shirt on. That was our Screw Joe Buck or whatever. So it's been kind of funny that. Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. So, hey guys, girls, keep it up. We appreciate your contributions, and we're we're gonna move on. NFL is just NFL, man. It's hard. It's just what you think is gonna happen doesn't happen. It just doesn't make sense half the time. So. So, all right. Hey, we got NBA. We're going to talk about NBA leans here. So, Philly and myself are going to go through all 11 games. We're going to talk about it, break it down, and we're going to give you our lean. You know, we can't stress that enough. Leans are just our initial reaction to the game. You know, nothing's set in stone here. If you want the set in stone stuff, come on over to the Discord. Come on over. It's a 3-day free trial. It's $30 after that. But after during the 3-day free trial, you can see if you like it. The link is in the blah 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 blah. The link is in the description where you can find that. Jesus, I can't talk. 3-day free trial. Take over, Philly. Take over.
Yeah, the link's in the description. It's a 3-day free trial where you can come over and check it out. Be part of the Discord. Mm-hmm. Just you get the plays, you get a live betting area. And you can ask any questions that you might have. And if you like it, it'd be great to move forward with the team. And if for some reason it's not for you, you can certainly bounce out if it's more your preference.
There you go. You heard the man. You heard the man. All right. Let's talk about today's action, guys. Let's go. All right. We're going to start off today, Philly, with and we got a timer now. So no more going 17 minutes on the Indiana Pacers versus the Detroit Pistons. Now it's going to be 30-second intervals and just like that. So no more bitching from everybody. All right. All right. So we're going to go Indiana Pacers, Detroit Pistons, and I guess I will go ahead and start.
Sure.
And my timer starts now. All right. The Pacers, they're -2 on the spread. Book opened at -1. Total is 212 and a half. Hey, if you remember, guys, the Pistons opened up with this was the opening day matchup here, and the Pacers fell to the Pistons, and I was a little surprised with that. Let's see here. As far as trends go, the Pacers are 0-4 in their last 4 games against the spread, playing on 1 day's worth. Oh, Jesus, my time's already up. All right, you go ahead, Philly.
Well, honestly, I think I would lean Indiana tonight. They're better than what they've been playing. I would expect them to figure it out tonight. I mean, Detroit's still without Blake Griffin. I don't know. They don't have a lot of firepower, and I just feel like, honestly, Indiana's a more talented basketball team, and considering they lost already, I feel like they get the win tonight.
All right. Well, you definitely conserved your time there very wisely. I think the Pacers get a little bit of revenge here, and they win tonight. Give me the Pacers. All right. Next up, we got the Chicago Bulls taking on the New York Knicks. Why don't you go ahead and start us off on this one?
I am showing that the over/under is 223. If the line is correct on this, I have my book shows it was -1. It went to -1.5 in favor of Chicago. So with that being said, I actually like the Bulls in this game. They got a lot of young talent. I've said this before. My only concern with it is Otto Porter's a game time decision, but even without him, I still think they can win. But I'd be checking the lineups. But if everything is even and they're playing, I like Chicago to cover that spread.
That was a perfect. Ended right on 30 seconds. You're a pro already. All right, my turn. Hey, I agree completely with Philly here. Now, I'm a little worried. The Bulls got blown out by the Raptors. But this New York Knicks team is nothing compared to that Raps team. Let's see here. Bulls are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 road games versus a team with a losing record. And the Knicks are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games following a double-digit loss. Give me the Bulls on the spread.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Let's see here. Do you have a line for the Sixers, Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah, Sixers are -4 according to this. And my guess would be, I'm assuming Embiid is game time decision with the ankle. So maybe that reflects some of that. But even with that being said, the Hawks have played pretty well over the last couple of games. Trae Young has been amazing, but I just think that it's like the suffocating defense of the Sixers and just some of their veteran presence would get this done. I don't think that's enough of a spread. I think the Sixers cover the 4 points.
Yeah, I mean, you did say that versus the last team they matched up with, which was
Detroit.
Detroit, yeah, that's right. And, it didn't. There was no issues there, and so I kind of agree with you. So right now the 76ers are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games with a team with a winning straight-up record. 76ers are 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 following 100 points or more in their previous game. Now, the Hawks, like Philly says, they've been running a little hot, which is a little weird, right? It's kind of hard to shake off how poor they've been in the past. Right. But the Hawks, man, they're pretty good. Hawks are 6-1 their last 7 games on 1 day's worth of rest. My time's up here. So, man, I'm going to go with the Hawks here. I think I'm going to go with the Hawks and, just continue to ride that train. Sure. They're going to have some issues down low, but if Embiid's playing, then I'm going to go with Sixers. But I think this line is indicative. And what's really going on with Embiid here?
Tweaked his ankle in the first game, which he finished. I just think they're being cautious with him. They got enough with Horford where I don't think they feel like they have to rush him around. And the way they play defense, they've just been winning just with their defense. It's been suffocating, frankly. It's been refreshing, and it's been something that they haven't done a lot of over the last couple of years. Opposing teams' point guards have killed them in the past, like Kemba Walker did in the first game. They were all over him.
Right.
Trae Turner killed him last year also. So I just expect it to be a focal point, and I think they're going to shut them down. But I understand your point. And obviously, if Embiid doesn't play, it can change some things.
Sure. All right. Let's move on here. I'll start off. We got Orlando taking on the Toronto Raptors. Raptors been looking good. Now, this line's a little suspicious. It's -4.5. I think the Magic are just not one of those teams. I know that they made the playoffs last year, but, anybody makes the – really bad teams can make the Eastern Conference playoffs with the 8th spot. But this line is -4.5. Over-under's 212.5. And I like the Raptors here to get the job done. Raptors are 5-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games. With the Magic guys, they're 0-4 against the spread overall in their last 4 games. Give me the Raptors, and I'm laying the points.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Obviously, Siakam seems to have taken it to another level. Now that Kawhi is gone, he's really been playing great. And I like what Fred VanVleet brings to the table there. They're still a good team, man. I mean, they obviously, whether they won it last year, they have a pedigree. I like Orlando. I mean, it's interesting. I could see Orlando winning the game, but I would probably lean Toronto in this.
Okay. very, very conservative with this. I'm using up all my time. You're like,
Yeah,
I
I'm just
I
afraid
got
I'm going to
it.
get buzzed.
All right. Let's see here. Next up, we got America's team. You got the Houston Rockets. Man, I'm trying to find them on the list here. Yeah, here it is. All right. Houston Rockets versus not the Orlando Magic, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, like I said, it's Houston's America's team. They are minus 10.5 on the spread. And, I mean, they're playing an Oklahoma City team that is, man, so they took care of Golden State. And, they've played some other teams pretty tough. So you don't know what team you're going to get. Now, you got Chris Paul coming back to Houston. It should be pretty good. And, I think 10.5 is just too big of a number here. So give me Oklahoma City Thunder on the spread.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I could just see this being a scenario where Westbrook decides that he wants to show up his old team, and it becomes a me game. And Oklahoma City's. I think I don't know if they win the game, but I definitely think that's too many points. I like them with the points. Team's a little better than people give it credit for.
I guess it could go both ways, though, right?
Sure.
I mean, maybe they really want to dig it, run it into the ground. But, I don't know. I mean, the Rockets gave up 10.5, I believe it was, to the Pels. And, that game, they almost lost that game. So,
yep. They're just infamous for giving up leads. They did it last year, too. I mean, they had a 16-point lead against the Milwaukee Bucks and blew that. So,
yeah,
I don't know. It's too many for me. Could be a live betting situation, too.
Very, very much so. All right, so let's see here. Do you have a line for Golden State versus the Pels?
Golden State plus 2.5.
All right, wow. You heard it here. Go ahead and start us off there.
Golden State has been a shell of himself, frankly. I mean, unless Steph Curry is going to go off, I don't see where the scoring's coming from right now. They've just been brutal. And I don't know, maybe all these years of success and selling themselves to the devil is paying off, or is now starting to go the other way a little bit because it's brutal. I would lean Pelicans minus 2.5.
Wow.
I don't see. I mean, I know Golden State's got to win at some point, but they haven't done anything at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, it's just so hard to it's been beating our head for so long that the Golden State has just been so good and so dominant. It's so weird to see them like this. Now, the Warriors are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. That's insane. I think this is the game that they get it together. I think they actually cover the spread. Steve Kerr is not a bad coach, even though he might not be as good as coach as everybody might think he is, or at least have everybody's led to believe. But so I think this is a game where they cover the spread against a young New Orleans team.
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly see that. That's a tough one. That spread's weird to me. It's just it's tight, but I totally hear your point. I mean, at some point, Golden State's got to break through.
Well, a lot of people are going to be like on the recency bias of I know they're on a back-to-back, but they just got blown out by the Thunder. So now they got blown out by the Clippers. So this is the perfect spot. Just like the Suns were a perfect spot to take on the Clippers. This is a perfect spot to go ahead and put a little bit of cash on Golden State, in my opinion. All right. Let's see here. We got Cleveland taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Now the Milwaukee Bucks are minus 15. And the total over-under is 223. Yep. I mean, it's simple. I mean, the Bucks are going to win this game. Now, do they win this way? Like, this is a big-time spread here. Probably the biggest one so far. Man. I kind of have to lean the Bucks to suffocate the Cavaliers. I could see them beating them by 20 or more.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I hear you there, and I don't know. That spread is crazy. This could be a live betting spot too. I mean, I don't dislike the Cleveland lineup when Kevin Love is able to play because he does give them a veteran all-star presence, and I think Colin Sexton is really nice, and I think C.D. Osman's a nice player. I know you're probably not going to be the popular opinion, but I might take Cleveland plus the points. I don't mean like it's a guaranteed bet for me, but it is something
Sure.
that I would certainly consider. They got a few guys out, but it's not their main pieces, and that's one of the reasons why I feel like they might be able to potentially stick within this spread.
Yeah, though for sure. Now, guys, if if you're going to live bet this one, wait for the Cavs to get down by 10, and you get a spread of probably 22.5, something like that.
Yep,
A pretty good spot.
absolutely.
All right, next up we got Philly's favorite team, the Portland Trailblazers, taking on the San Antonio Spurs.
Yep.
I don't know why it's your favorite team, but
5.5. Is that what you showed us, spread?
yeah. What you got, man? What you got on this game?
Well, Portland. I don't. This to me is kind of could be an either way type of game. I mean, Portland, I believe, won by a couple points yesterday, if I remember correctly. So I think they're coming in off a back-to-back. I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong about that. I was just trying to double check, but I believe that is correct. They should be coming off a back-to-back, and I actually like them. They were pretty good last year. They're pretty much the same team outside of the fact that they brought on Hassan Whiteside, who is playing pretty good for them, and he is a presence when he wants to play.
All right, what's your pick? Time's up.
I'm gonna go Portland minus the points.
All right, Portland minus the points. He says now. Yeah, I agree. Portland's a good team, guys. San Antonio Spurs, I have not been impressed with them the last couple of years. This year is no different. Now, the Spurs are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 home games versus a team of the winning road record of greater than 600. And then the Blazers, I mean, they're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games. I like the Blazers here to get the job done. Give me the Blaze.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
All right. Next up, Utah Jazz taking on the Phoenix Suns. And, quite frankly, the Suns have been impressing people, Philly. Now, one of the interesting things about this matchup here is the Suns have a decent offense. The Jazz have a suffocating defense. Now, the Jazz are on the road. Phoenix is at home, and Jazz are laying 4.5 on the road. So this is the classic matchup, fire versus water, I guess, or ice. The thing is who's going to prevail here? Is it going to be the Suns' offense, or is it going to be the Utah Jazz and the defense? I'm going to lean Jazz here, and I'm going to, which is, the Suns have been pretty impressive lately, but I'm just going to take the more polished team in the Utah Jazz, and I think they're going to be able to stuff them out. So give me the Jazz minus 4.5.
Yeah, I was talking to you a little bit earlier. I like this Phoenix team. They're playing with a confidence right now. I mean, they just beat the Clippers. I think they're believing. I don't know if Rubio's out. He's a game-time decision, and that makes some difference, frankly. If Phoenix is able to stop Utah at all and have it be where they're able to grab the rebound and push the ball, I like Phoenix's chances. If it's one of those situations where Utah's hitting their shots and then they can play full-court defense, I really like Utah to stop them. To me, it needs to be a run and gun game for Phoenix to win. They can outdo this team because they're just more athletic.
So what's your pick?
So I guess I'd lean Utah, but I might look at this as a live betting spot, honestly. If I can catch Phoenix with some points, I'm thinking that highly.
Okay. All right, we're gonna rapid fire these next two. Who you got? Denver Nuggets or the Kings? The Nuggets are laying -6.
Well, Sacramento hasn't really been good over the last few games, and I mean, I expect them to turn around because I thought they're a pretty good team. But looking at it just with that, I'm going to go Denver minus the points.
Same here. Give me the Nugs, and then we got the Hornets getting 16 on the road versus the Clippers. The question here is this too much of a spread for the Clippers to cover? Maybe they don't get. Maybe they're not that motivated, because it's not a big market team. So look. We saw what they do when they play against a team that they care about, and then we saw what they did against a team that no one cares about in the Suns.
Right.
So what happens here? The Hornets come to town, which is one of those teams that nobody really considers as a world beater at all. They would barely beat a college team sometimes. So would the Clippers run them into the ground, or do they let them stay within the spread?
Well, I watched the game last night against the Lakers with Charlotte, and they were getting whatever it was, 12 or 13.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlotte has absolutely nobody that can score. They're a perimeter shooting team. When they're not hitting their threes, they literally have nobody that can rebound. I don't. After the Clippers just got, I won't say embarrassed, but lost to Phoenix, I think it certainly woke them up a little bit. It's a lot of points, but I think they're going to absolutely hammer Charlotte. They're just too big and physical. And like I said, Charlotte doesn't have anybody that can rebound. They stand around the perimeter and they fire up threes.
Yeah, I agree with you. 16 is a lot of points, guys. And, so just be careful of that. You can get 15.5 in some spots. So, but I have to lean the Clippers. I mean, they're so good compared to the Hornets. It's basically the best team versus the worst team in the league here. So,
yep.
All right, that'll do it for our NBA breakdowns. Thank you so much for watching. Come join us in the Discord. The link's in the description for that 3-day free trial. And let's see here. Got anything else you want to say?
No, I appreciate everybody checking us out. Love reading the comments and talking with all the guys in the Discord. And like Jared said, if you want to check it out, if you've ever been on the fence, this is a great opportunity to come in and see what it's all about. And don't hesitate to ask any questions. And we're always around. Appreciate the viewership for sure.
Yep, for sure. Good luck to you, Philly. Good luck to myself. Good luck to everybody watching. Thank you so much for watching, Philly, Jared, in the morning. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Happy Monday.